Yeah, I mean, Montel, you know, still, you know, very active, and you know, I don't know everything about his disease, but you know, he's still, you know, high functioning. But Richard Pryor, you know, was in a wheelchair.
Today is result day. I'm tired. Had a nice day yesterday, starting the detail business. So knocked out some cars, which was great. So just believing the good Lord for a great report. They've done the MRI. They've examined the brain. They've done the 3 days of high dose steroids, as well as the actual prescription afterwards. What else have we done, babe? They've done the lumbar puncture, where they take the spinal fluid out of the spine. Yeah, took 8 different tubes of blood samples to be able to get testing.
Oh, babe.
What?
What is it that they did to X-Man? To Wolverine. His bones are now steel. Yeah.
You're on.
Are we on video again?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I feel good. I felt good. Sleeping good. No sleepless nights. No worry. No stress. No doubts. It's just been interesting. Out of nowhere, all these doctors' visits and all these different tests. So it'll be interesting to see what they have to say.
I'm saying that all he's got is a little optic neuritis, and it ends there. He'll tell you what's normal, he'll tell you what's not.
It's all going to be normal.
It's all going to be normal. It's just going to be like American Idol results show. It's like
pretty much. The results are
in, and you get to go home. So
there it is.
One stays and one gets to go home. So
stay tuned. Who will stay? Who will go home? That's right.
Well, let's go through things. Any questions before we start talking about all this and all the results? I think we talked about this before, but mimics things that can kind of look like MS. You know, that we want to exclude things like infections, autoimmune diseases, of you know, not including MS, of course, but so far looking okay. So
good.
No evidence of any kind of infection, or you know, we look for things, you know, of course, like lupus, and we all those things were okay. Looked at a thing called sarcoidosis that was also unremarkable. The one thing that I saw going through all of those labs was that one marker that's unfortunately non-specific, I mean, it doesn't say definitively that it was MS or not, was elevated, and it was called oligoclonal bands. Is a little bit suggestive of underlying multiple sclerosis. So we did see increased what are called oligoclonal bands, and that was it, based on, you know, all the spinal fluid testing and the blood testing. You know, I'd love to be able to say that, you know, everything was just completely negative, but unfortunately I can't. We'll likely recommend starting a disease-modifying medication for what appears to be multiple sclerosis. It could be anything from exactly how you are now. Worst case scenario would be significant disability, and that being, you know, wheelchair confined, needing, you know, support, nursing support to do, you know, kind of your daily activities.
So I don't know.
The treatment options, and that also, I don't know if he went over any of the meds with you, but they'll also explain in here, like, some meds are once a week, some are every day, and these are all injections.
There you have it. It hasn't really hit me yet. You know, it hasn't hit home. Not necessarily denial, just not really receiving it. Like he was saying, you have two extremes. You have a very active, very successful lifestyle, or you have a very debilitated, paralyzed, you know, lifestyle as well. So there's the valley and there's the peak. Now it's time to go harder than ever before on everything that we've set out to accomplish. And you know, my thing at this point is, how can I reach people? You know, how can people that's had this disease, people that's had this condition, how can we reach them, or how can we reach people that has been affected by it through family? You know, people that don't have that hope, people that are not optimistic, people that don't have that encouragement. You know, how can we reach them? And you know, how can my story be an encouragement to someone? So it is what it is.
Picture perfect, high quality. Let's make them